Princess Catherine, known to the world as Kate Middleton, Duchess of Cambridge, had always been a beacon of grace, strength, and resilience. To the public, she was the epitome of poise, handling the pressures of royal life with effortless elegance. But behind the scenes, a different story was unfolding. One marked by fear, uncertainty, and a battle for life itself. It started with a routine checkup, one that Catherine had almost postponed due to her busy schedule. The diagnosis came as a shock: cancer. The news hit her like a thunderbolt, turning her world upside down. At first, she could hardly believe it. She was young, healthy, and full of energy. How could this be happening to her? Catherine chose to keep her diagnosis private, sharing it only with her closest family members. Prince William was devastated, but he stood by her side, offering unwavering support. Together, they made a pact to fight this battle as a family, drawing strength from each other and their children. The first round of treatment was grueling. Catherine underwent surgery, followed by chemotherapy and radiation. The physical toll was immense, but it was the emotional strain that weighed heaviest on her. Despite the pain and fatigue, she continued to fulfill her royal duties, determined not to let her illness define her. After months of rigorous treatment, there was a glimmer of hope. The doctors were optimistic, and the latest scans showed promising results. Catherine began to feel a sense of relief, believing that she had turned a corner in her battle against cancer. She allowed herself to hope, to dream of a future where this nightmare was behind her. During this period, she found solace in her family. Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis became her pillars of strength. Their innocent smiles and endless love gave her the courage to keep fighting. William, too, was her rock, providing constant support and encouragement. Just when it seemed like the worst was over, fate dealt another cruel blow. During a routine follow-up, the doctors discovered that the cancer had returned more aggressively than before. The news was devastating. Catherine felt as though the ground had been pulled out from under her. The hope that had sustained her was now replaced by a deep, overwhelming despair. The family was shattered. William struggled to maintain his composure, while the children sensed that something was terribly wrong. It was a dark period, filled with fear and uncertainty. Catherine's strength was put to the ultimate test. One evening, as the family gathered in the drawing room of Kensington Palace, Catherine felt the weight of her emotions pressing down on her. She knew she had to address the elephant in the room, to speak the words that had been haunting her for days. With tears in her eyes, she began to speak. "I need to tell you all something," she said, her voice trembling. "The cancer is back, and this time, it's more serious." The room fell silent. William reached for her hand, his eyes filled with pain. "We will get through this, Kate. We will fight this together." Catherine shook her head, struggling to find the right words. "I'm scared, William. I'm scared for our children, for what the future holds. I don't want to leave them. I don't want to leave you." Her disheartening words hung in the air, a stark reminder of the harsh reality they were facing. The family embraced, drawing strength from each other's presence. It was a moment of raw emotion, of vulnerability and love. Despite their desire to keep the battle private, the gravity of the situation eventually necessitated a public statement. The royal family decided it was time to share the news with the world, to be transparent about Catherine's health and the challenges they were facing. The statement was carefully crafted, balancing honesty with hope. It acknowledged the severity of Catherine's condition while expressing gratitude for the support and prayers of the public. The response was overwhelming. Messages of love and encouragement poured in from around the globe, providing a much-needed source of strength. The royal family rallied around Catherine, offering their unwavering support. Her parents, Carol and Michael Middleton, spent more time at Kensington Palace, helping with the children and providing emotional support. Pippa and James, her siblings, were constant presences, their love and solidarity evident in every gesture. William, too, was a pillar of strength. He juggled his royal duties with his role as a supportive husband, ensuring that Catherine never felt alone in her battle. Their bond grew even stronger, their love a source of light in the darkest of times. Amid the challenges, Catherine discovered an inner strength she never knew she possessed. She drew inspiration from the stories of other cancer survivors, from the resilience of her own family, and from the love of her children. She realized that her battle was not just her own. It was a collective fight, one that she was determined to win for the sake of her loved ones. She continued to participate in royal engagements, albeit at a reduced pace. Each appearance was a testament to her courage and determination. She wanted to show the world that she was still fighting, that she was not giving up. Catherine's medical team devised a new treatment plan, one that combined traditional methods with experimental therapies. The road ahead was uncertain, but there was a glimmer of hope. Catherine embraced the new plan with a renewed sense of determination, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Her days were filled with treatments, consultations, and moments of introspection. She began to explore holistic approaches, incorporating meditation, nutrition, and exercise into her routine. These practices not only supported her physical health, but also nurtured her emotional well-being. Throughout her journey, Catherine found solace in moments of quiet reflection. She spent time in the gardens of Kensington Palace, finding peace in the beauty of nature. She kept a journal, documenting her thoughts, fears, and hopes. Writing became a therapeutic outlet, a way to process her emotions and maintain a sense of clarity. One evening, as she sat by the window, watching the sunset, she penned a letter to her children. She wanted them to know how much she loved them, to understand the depth of her fight, and to be inspired by her strength. It was a heartfelt message, one that she hoped they would cherish in the years to come. The outpouring of support from the public continued to be a source of strength for Catherine and her family. People from all walks of life sent messages of encouragement, shared their own stories of resilience, and offered prayers. Charities and organizations dedicated to cancer research and support reached out, offering resources and assistance. Catherine felt a deep sense of gratitude for the kindness and compassion that surrounded her. It was a reminder that she was not alone in her battle, that a community of caring individuals stood with her. As the months passed, Catherine's condition began to show signs of improvement. The new treatment plan, combined with her holistic approach, was making a positive impact. The doctors were cautiously optimistic, and for the first time in a long while, there was a sense of hope. The turning point came during a routine checkup. The scans showed that the cancer had significantly reduced, a promising sign that the treatment was working. It was a moment of triumph, a glimmer of light in the darkness. Catherine's disheartening words from months ago now felt like a distant memory. There was still a long road ahead, but the progress was encouraging. It gave her the strength to keep fighting, to keep hoping. With the improvement in her health, Catherine began to embrace life with a renewed sense of purpose. She spent more time with her family, creating cherished memories with her children. She continued to participate in royal engagements, using her platform to raise awareness about cancer and the importance of early detection. She also dedicated time to her passions, including her work with children's charities and mental health initiatives. Giving back to the community and supporting others became a source of joy and fulfillment. As Catherine's health continued to improve, she remained mindful of the challenges that lay ahead. The battle against cancer was ongoing, and she knew that there could be setbacks. But she was prepared to face them with courage and resilience. She continued to lean on her family and loved ones, drawing strength from their unwavering support. She also maintained her holistic practices, prioritizing her physical and emotional well-being. The road ahead was uncertain, but Catherine was determined to live each day to the fullest. She had faced the darkest of times and emerged stronger, more resilient, and more appreciative of the precious moments of life. In the midst of her journey, Catherine felt a deep desire to share her story with the world. She wanted to offer hope and encouragement to others facing similar battles, to remind them that they were not alone. With the support of her family and her team, she decided to speak publicly about her experience. In a heartfelt interview, she opened up about her diagnosis, the challenges she had faced, and the turning point in her battle against cancer.